जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः. In the game of hide and seek, one must touch the granny in order to be free. Hari is asking the question, why there is so much of suffering in the world? In answer to it, Ramakrishna is continuing, in the game of hide and seek, one must touch the granny in order to be free. But the granny is never pleased if she is touched at the very outset. The game has begun and everybody hiding, one is searching for the who have hidden. He escapes and comes and touches the granny, he has won over, he is finished. Like that, if all somehow escape from the hands, if he will not allow to escape and run and get to the granny and touch, they should not be seen, they should not be caught. Now the moment he sees and identifies, oh, he is there, before that they have to run silently, hidden, they have to run and touch the granny. When he is looking at the other side, the other has escaped and touched the granny. Even after he recognizes, he will not allow to go to granny. Like that, if all suddenly escape and touch the granny, at the beginning itself, the game has ended. So she is not pleased. She wants the play to go on. So then, out of 100,000 kites, at best, but one or two break free, and thou dost laugh and clap thy hands, O mother, watching them. It's a song Sri Ramakrishna is singing. Out of 100,000 kites, at best, but one or two break. The kites are being, the string breaks, and the kite starts flying up in the sky to the unknown place it goes. Now, mother is so happy. The kite has, it was tied to the world. It was tied to Prakriti. We are in the prison house of Prakriti. We have no freedom even to go beyond the nature or wherever she keeps. Life, one life ends, another life begins. There is no end. Birth, death. We are passing through countless births of various species according to our karma, different planes of existence according to our karma. And we are reaching the end. So this, now Sri Ramakrishna is telling, that she is singing the song, when one or two of thousands and thousands guys, when one of cuts and flies away, all the ties of nature it has crossed. It has crossed all the experiences that it has to pass through in the physical world, in the all states of its existence. We pass through only Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti, waking, dreaming, and this deep sleep. We have never entered the higher states of consciousness. So when we go higher, the day, the first higher, we go back from waking to dream to deep sleep. Can you go beyond? You will find new dimensions, more real than the physical world. Still ahead, still more real. Just like what is the difference between waking and dreaming? Dreaming is unreal. This is real. That is still more real as you go. More light, more happiness, more freedom. So this is how we evolve. Ultimately, we enter limitless bliss, Ananda Sagara. We enter into a dimensionless existence. All others have dimensions. There is dimensionless existence of absolute, because it is one without a second. If there is one without a second, there cannot be any dimension at all. Dimension comes if the length, breadth, and height, if it is a point. Point also has dimension. It is, we can recognize the point. Where is that point? Again, background comes into picture. Other than that, something is there. Now, one without a second. So, in other words, after the practice of hard spiritual discipline, one or two have the vision of God through His grace and are liberated from bondage of nature. Then the Divine Mother claps her hands in joy and exclaims, "Bravo! They go. There they go. Hurry. But this play of God is our death. It's a play for God, but we are suffering here." Master smiling, "Please tell me who you are." Death for me. Who are you? Who you are? God alone has become all this Maya, the universe, living beings, and the 24 cosmic principles. As the snake, I bite, and as a charmer, I cure. It is God Himself who has become both Vidya and Avidya. He remains deluded by the Maya of Avidya, ignorance. Again, with the help of the Guru, he is cured by the Maya of Vidya, knowledge. Always when we get depressed, "Oh, I have not attained anything, I have not got what I am expecting in my life," or anything, who is asking? Who is seeing? Who is observing? Who is judging? When we see, one has become many. Exactly like dream. Always remember the dream. In dream, the whole world is projected by mind. Not only projected, mind itself has become the universe. Every object in dream is mind alone. And one person is telling, "Oh, I am bound by my family. I want to get released." Mind is telling the mind. Everything is mind. When you wake up and see, nothing is there. Neither person who told, only mind was there playing. Like that, you are telling as an individual. When you entered the dream world, you saw yourself separate from the rest, and you were suffering. You had some disease, you are suffering. Others some are telling, bringing medicine. Some want to support you. Something or the other they are doing. When you wake up, the one all was my mind alone. Except mind, nothing was. Medicine, people, your sickness, everything was mind. Who tells whom? What is happening? Like this world God alone has become all this. Just because you are identified with this body, all this looking real. The day the identification with body disappears, you will see one God everywhere. So one exists. Who will tell whom what will be done? God alone. That's why it's for death for us when he says it is play for God and death for us. Who are you? It is He alone in your form. It is He alone who looks appearing as suffering man. Everything is He. Suffering itself is He. Enjoying itself is He. Enjoyments are He. The enjoyment object is He. One like in dream world. Mind. Like He. Where are you? You are not there. God alone is there. You are mistaken just because of the identification. You are identified with the body. When you sleep, you will be separated totally from the bodily existence. So that Sri Ramakrishna is telling, who are you? It's God Himself who has become both Vidya and Avidya. He remains deluded by the Maya of Avidya, ignorance, again with the help of the Guru. He is cured by the Maya of Vidya, knowledge. Ignorance, knowledge, and perfect wisdom. Ignorance, knowledge, and perfect wisdom. The Jnani sees that the God alone exists and is the doer, that He creates, preserves, and destroys. The Vijnani sees that it is God who has become all this. After attaining Mahabhava and Prema, one realizes that nothing exists but God. Mahabhava. Mahabhava is a state of existence. Ecstatic love of God has made him to forget his own body, world, and everything. Ecstatic love of God. And he is all the 16 signs of Mahabhava presents to the extent, instead of the longing for God has made so intense, his skin bleeds because of the longing. Like sweat coming out, blood starts coming out. Means how much of intense. Usually we have seen in Sri Ramakrishna's among the devotees, few devotees, because of longing, their chest used to become red because of the excess of longing. Now, in Mahabhava, it is not only becoming reddish, but blood actually coming out of the skin. Like that 16 signs the Mahabhava has. Means you can imagine the dimension, how much of love, how much of seeking God, all limits break. And there is, then immediately, it was dawn, longing is the dawn, then sun rises, realization dawns. But one thing you see, in all the sadhakas, at all stages, he recognizes the world and sufferings of other. However, whatever state he is there, he will not forget to or neglect his duties of life. And his dependence on God makes it God makes him do without his knowledge. Like sleepwalking. Like sleepwalking. God makes, in sleepwalking, he doesn't know he's walking, but he's walking. Like that, he will not know he's doing. He's doing all the duties perfectly because God is getting it done. Not he is not doing. The doership has gone away. God is doing himself, possessing that body. How many saints' life we have seen and heard that coming as a servant in the houses of the saints, they serve, do all, take up all the duties and start doing. Many devotees, saints' life you can see that God coming in the form of a servant, taking care of the family, taking care of the saint, his needs and all. So like that, God will take care. The truth is that man does not feel restless for God unless he is finished with the enjoyments and duties. The physician says, referring to the patient, let a few days pass first, then little medicine will do good for him. Hari. Then Master is smiling. Please tell me, who are you? Hari is telling, it is a play for God and death for us. Please tell me, who are you? God alone has become all this. The whole thing, paragraph. Guru eliminates the doubts and gives him the knowledge, the supreme knowledge. That is Vidya Maya. After Mahabhava, attaining Mahabhava, the prema, one realizes that nothing exists but God. When he, in ecstatic love of God, when he has touched God, felt God, experienced God, then he sees what is touching, what is experiencing as this world, what he has renounced as this world is nothing but God. Bhakti pales before bhava. Bhava ripens into Mahabhava and prema. Prema is the last stage. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the philosophy of one. He has his own philosophy. So in that philosophy, the last, he divides the stages of love into 7 stages. The last is the prema, where his identity is totally dissolved in the identity of God. To Banerjee, do you still hear the gong-like sound at the time of meditation? Gong-like. Oh, Krishna is to explain the sound of when gong is dun, om, sound continues through long period. That is the sound, gong-like sound. Bell if you ring, dun, that sound continues. Time of meditation, Banerjee. Yes, sir, every day. Look at him. He has come, devotee has come. And he is hearing that God in meditation. And Banerjee, did you hear the sound now also? Banerjee says, yes, sir. every day. Besides, I have visions of God's form, sitting before an incarnation of God, to tell I have visions of God. What a person he could be. What kind of purity and divinity, universal love and sacrifice he must be possessing within him. That God is sitting before and telling, I have the visions of God. Do such things, stop after, do such things stop after the mind has once experienced them? He's asking a question. I have that sound I am hearing, something like Anahata Dhvani. I am hearing that at the time of meditation, and I get many visions of God also. And he's asking whether after some time, do such things stop after the mind has once experienced. God is giving something to experience. Yes, other things to go ahead. Now, will these stop after once I've experienced and gone through all that, will it end? Master, true. Once the wood catches fire, it cannot be put out. To the devotees, he knows many things about faith. Banerjee, I have too much faith. Master, bring the woman of your family with those of Balram's. Another. Banerjee. Balram Bose is one more devotee. Bring the women in you with their family, your family and Balram's family. Banerjee, who is Balram? Master, don't you know Balram? He lives in Bospara. Sri Ramakrishna loved guileless people. Narendra Banerjee was absolutely guileless. The master loved Niranjan because he too was without guile. Now, Sri Ramakrishna wants to bring them together. Now, bringing together is possible when the family joins together. Two families must interact. Now, Sri Ramakrishna, why does he want these people to come together? First of the things is, they belong to the same class and they exchange their knowledge, experiences. They talk about God and spiritual life only. If he's alone, the others are surrounding him, won't be where he works or where he is in contact with the external world, which is unavoidable. You have to be in the company of others, but you should not be affected. So, same type, pure souls are brought together as two families. If they live together, if two families which are spiritual by nature, if they are together, then what a wonderful thing you see. They talk together about God, about spiritual life, about the scriptures, instead of talking nonsense of this world. Even it's happening, something like politics, they appear and disappear. Though it is serious thing for many, it is killing time and the precious time, and they have to go forward. So Sri Ramakrishna tries to bring them together, the families, so that larger scale, larger dimensions, they interact with each other with the common purpose of realizing God. It becomes something like a community living if two families join. He wants Balram family to be brought with his own family. Sri Ramakrishna loved guileless people. Narendra Banerjee was absolutely guileless. The master loved Niranjan because he too was without guile. A young disciple, Niranjan is a young disciple of the master who later became a monk under the name Niranjanananda. Master to him, why do I ask you to see Niranjan? It is to find out if he is truly guileless. Ramakrishna is asking, go and see him and come. Then he will ask, what is your opinion about him? When he meets, when he interacts, when he talks, you will see he's like a child. Nothing to hide, nothing to, he's free. You can ask him anything, you can give him anything, you can take anything from him. Guileless. There is no making up anything. Sunday, May 25th, 1884. Sri Ramakrishna was sitting on the cement platform that encircled the trunk of the old banyan tree in Panchavati. Vijay, Surendra, Bhavnath, and Rakhal and other devotees were present. A few of them sitting with the master on the platform. The rest on the ground below. The devotees had thought of celebrating Master's birthday, which had to be put off because of his illness. Since Sri Ramakrishna now felt much better, the devotees wanted to have the celebration that day. A woman musician, a famous singer of Kirtan, was going to entertain them with devotional songs. It was 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Yam had been looking for Sri Ramakrishna in the master's room. When he did not find him there, he went to Panchavati and eagerly asked the devotees, where is he? He was standing right in front of the master, but in his excitement, he did not notice him. Devotees laughed loudly. He has come to meet Sri Ramakrishna and he has come running. And he went to the master's room. He did not see him there. He is not seen. Where has he gone? He has come running where people were assembled and asking, where is he? And he is standing in front of the master. Master is one among them and is standing and asking. Because of the excitement, he wants to meet. The urgency he is experiencing. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.